In this video, we're going to talk about one of the most underutilized places in your city. That's right, we're talking about why the library is great. Let's get into it. Hey, thank you so much for checking out this video. Why It's Great exists to bring positivity to the internet, and we do that through video essays just like this one. And so if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. But today we're here at the O'Fallon Public Library, and I am joined by Ryan Johnson, who's the Assistant Director of the library here. Ryan, thanks for being on the show.
Oh, of course. Thank you for the time.
Yeah. And I just wanted to start out by asking, what drew you to having a career at the library?
Sure. Well, so I actually went to college originally to be a high school history teacher, but teaching's hard for any teachers out there. You know how hard that is. And I found that the library field was one where I could transition and still use those educational principles, still help people find information, help people learn new skills, help people solve problems, just outside of the traditional classroom setting.
That's awesome. Can you tell me what is your favorite thing about this library, your favorite feature you offer?
Sure, my favorite thing is the people. I get a personal thrill out of making someone's day. You can see when they come in through the door, whatever problem they're having, they've got that anxiety weighing on them. And by the time we're done working with them, you can see that has washed away and they leave with a smile on their face and a burden's been lifted.
I know I love coming to this library. This is my personal library, but I wondered if we could talk about maybe even in libraries in general, if there are any features that people don't often think of when they think of coming to the library.
Sure, I think a lot of people don't realize that they can ask staff members for recommendations. In a building like this, we've got about 67,000 items on the shelf. And it can be overwhelming if you're just coming to browse, And because we have such a diverse staff, there's bound to be someone on staff who's got that same interest that you do.
That's awesome. That goes back to that theme of it being like a personal place, a place where you can cultivate even a relationship with the people that work there that care about making sure you have your needs met and you have, a positive experience.
We do a great job, and I think most libraries do, at meeting the needs of the folks that come through our doors. But there's a lot of the population that doesn't come through our doors, and we need to make sure that they are aware of our services should they need them, but also so that they know the great work that we're doing. Letting the parents know the resources that we have for their kids to kind of help take some of the stress off of the academic school year, and just again to let them know that we're here for them when those needs arise.
All right, so here are my top 4 reasons why I think the library is great. And the first one is probably the most obvious: checking out free media resources like books, CDs, magazines, games, things like that. And I just want to tell a quick story about how I have utilized this library's services for just that very purpose. I was at Target, I was looking around for some books, and I see a book. And it's this book right here, The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. And I was immediately hooked and had to read this. And trust me, it did not disappoint. This is an amazing book. So if you'd like to check it out, there's a link in the description below. But it was amazing that just in a few days, without having to spend any money, I could actually read that book that intrigued me so much and not have to take up so much space in my house with another book that eventually I'm probably going to have to sell in a garage sale. It was really awesome.
So in addition to the great and numerous physical resources that we also have a few great apps. We have Libby and Cloud Library. Each of those allow you to download ebooks and audiobooks straight to your device. We also have one called Flipster, which allows you to download digital magazines straight to your device. I love that one on the iPad. In addition to those digital resources, we also have a ton of audiobooks upstairs. We have CD format as well as MP3 format. And again, with the cost savings, like you mentioned, being at Target and seeing that book on the shelf, if you're someone who's subscribing to a service like Audible, or if you're buying books from like the Barnes & Noble store and downloading them to your device, check out these free resources.
Absolutely. And that's actually a way that the library can be a benefit to the local economy. If a majority of people in a community are saving money, not spending it on books or filling their house with personal libraries, then they can spend that money on other things, maybe supporting local businesses or things like that. These free resources that you can check out also help people of all socioeconomic statuses. There are a lot of ways where anyone can come and get the help that they need.
So one of the nice things about working in the adult services area, which is where our computers are, is you get to work with people one-on-one. I remember this one patron specifically. She was coming in every day for several weeks. Could have been close to 2 months. She was coming in 3, 4, 5 hours a day. She was filling out application after application. She was honing her resume, and we would help her, through those processes. And then one day she came in with this huge smile on her face, and she told us she just wanted to stop in one last time to let us know that she was given a job offer and that she would soon be moving out of state. It's those things that help get us all out of bed in the morning. It's those things that help us deal with the paper jams and the tech glitches along the way, is knowing that we're making a difference and we're helping someone in their journey.
Another one of my favorite things about the library, and specifically this library, is all the programs they have for students. This library actually has a specific student room that students can use to play games, they can do homework, they can socialize, and really just occupy those hours that are odd between after school and maybe when mom and dad get off work. There are also tutoring programs, and Ryan, if you want to speak to those, that would be really awesome.
Sure, yeah. We partner with SIUE through a program called America Reads, where college-age students are provided as tutors for elementary-age students, and it's been a very successful program. But it's a great way to get the kids the help they need. If they're struggling with math or reading, they can sit down with someone who's not a parent, who's not a teacher. So there's that renewed patience there, and maybe just hearing it from a different perspective is what the kid needs to make it all click.
See, those are awesome resources and tools to utilize, and that are absolutely free. And so if you're someone who is in a position who needs those kind of help even as an adult, or if you're a parent and you can't afford a private tutor or to take them to a learning center like Sylvan, you can come to the library during the times that those programs are here and help your child or children get the help that they need in school. All right, and number 4, the last thing on my list is all of the activities that the library provides for the community. And specifically, in this section, I want to talk about what they offer for children here at the O'Fallon Public Library. There is an amazing children's area just over here that I bring my family to all the time. My daughter loves to play there with the toys they have provided and even just interact with other children. And they also offer a class called Book Babies that we took our daughter to week after week. And through Book Babies, we actually met a few parents that have become good friends at this point. And so it is amazing how the library can help communities and people come together, where you can meet a diverse range of people that you never would have met before and actually realize you have things in common, and you can create lasting friendships through the people you meet here at the library.
We try to offer something basically from birth until about age 12. So regardless of the age of your kid, we likely have something for them. That's a great story to share because it shows how the library serves as a kind of a community hub. And as we, not just this location, but libraries across the country, transition into housing less physical items, that frees up space for more public spaces, meeting rooms, events, to really serve the need of the community and kind of build that social infrastructure that makes the community strong.
Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching Why It's Great. And if you love our videos, again, please consider subscribing. And let me know in the comments below why you love your local library. You can find links to all the resources we mentioned in the description below. And I just want to thank Ryan. Thank you once again for being on the program.
Sure, thank you for the time. It was a great experience, and I'm glad we get to share the value of libraries with a wider audience.
All right, well, that does it. Thank you again so much for watching, and remember, the world is better because you are in it. We'll see you next time.